So I decided to do my project on the social media networking site, Twitter, which allows users to tweet and retweet things that they enjoy, follow news sources, follow celebrities, and interact with their friends. So here is a screenshot of Twitter's mission statement: to give everyone the power to create and share ideas and information instantly without barriers. I feel like Twitter does a good job of accomplishing their mission statement by breaking down barriers and allowing users to interact with each other who may not usually have the chance to. You do not have to be friends with somebody or need them to accept your friend request. You can just follow them and gain access to the information they're sharing. People can also follow things like very informative accounts like news sites, get access to people they may never meet like celebrities, and even share information with the friends they may see on a daily basis. They can follow trends with hashtags and things of that nature, and share pictures and videos, so the content is limitless. So here you see an example of someone's personal profile on Twitter. This is an example of mine, so if you click on someone's tag, which is their on Twitter or their handle, you'll see this. On the left-hand side, there's an icon, maybe a personal photo of themselves, the name they like to go by, and then also their handle, followed by a little bio, whatever they want to include about themselves. Underneath that, where they're from, and when they began using Twitter. Moving on, then you'll see in the middle column the tweets that they share. So to start off, you can either retweet or tweet things yourself. Here you see some tweets that I enjoyed that I wanted to share from other people, so that will appear on my profile. Or you can tweet yourself when you type out a message or whatever you want to share with your friends. That's also a tweet coming from yourself. You can also view things like tweets and replies. So a reply is me replying to another user on their tweet, or having a conversation with multiple users. So you see here, those are the 3 people I am replying to in that tweet. So there is a function to communicate with others on Twitter. Here you can also see the people I do interact with, or the people I get information from, who I follow, and the amount of people that are following me. And then lastly, you can see the things that I've liked. So you click on the likes there, pops up all the tweets that I enjoy and what I thought were good tweets, and that's indicated by the red heart. Once you click on that, you see that I like it. So here's a screenshot of a timeline on Twitter that you'll see, kind of a newsfeed of tweets and retweets. On the left-hand side is your navigation bar, where your home button will take you to the timeline. Then notifications, which will give you notifications on your likes, retweets, and new followers. And then a messages section, which allows you to privately message other users. Over on the right-hand side, there's a search bar where you can search for users, trends on Twitter, tweets, and other things. Then a profile button, which takes you to your profile, and tweet, which allows you to create new tweets. Your personal section, which does have your tweets, your followers, and people you're following, and then your name and your tagline, or your @ Down below, you have trends on Twitter. Twitter does a good job of tracking trends through hashtags. So today is May 4th, so you do see sort of a lot of Star Wars activity going on. May the 4th be with you, as many would say on today's date. Then you'll see a section of retweets and tweets. So here, Eric Ebron, a former Tar Heel, retweeted this tweet. I may not follow the user that he retweeted, but since I do follow Eric Ebron, that tweet shows up on my timeline. Following that is a good example of an advertisement on Twitter. So there is a local soccer team that is trying to promote their game to local users, and you can see that they're promoting that tweet on my timeline by that logo right there, so I know that's an advertisement. Followed by more tweets with either images or text or both from accounts that I follow. Pretty simple there. And then on the right-hand side, you see a recommendation section for people that I may enjoy to follow that Twitter recommends to me. Looking at the Gartner hype cycle for Twitter, right now it is in the slope of enlightenment, but moving towards a plateau of productivity. Twitter began as a social media app that would be more concise, with a cleaner interface, and contain information that the user wanted to see, and have tweets under 140 characters. But now, as tweets include pictures and videos and advertisements, the news feeds are becoming more bogged down, so I believe it is moving towards a plateau of productivity. When speaking about Mary Meeker and the important trends that she discussed, I think that Twitter is a great platform for advertisers to reach millennials by creating a persona that can connect with them. One way companies can do this is trolling. We have seen examples of companies trolling other companies and even Twitter users to try to create this persona that they have a sense of humor that millennials will understand, rather than viewing them as large corporations. We see Taco Bell here trolling Old Spice, making fun of their product, and then Wendy's bashing another company, which is a great form of advertisement. Celebrities and famous athletes are frequently trolled on Twitter. Here we see Shaq being poked fun at for a recent Buick advertisement he did on the Jimmy Kimmel Show. You can also see Twitter trolls on long threads of debate topics so they can hide amongst the weeds and also maintain their anonymity. Usually trolls and memes go hand in hand. I included some of my favorite memes, so I hope you enjoy. Memes have a very high possibility of going viral on Twitter due to the retweet function. Memes can also be made popular by meme accounts who specialize in making popular memes. Memes are also expanded upon on Twitter using either video, GIF, text, or images. The text of the tweets allows the idea of a meme to be expanded upon by the user. Twitter is an easy place to expand your network. If I tweet something and then you retweet it, not only will all of my followers see it, but all of your followers will see it as well, and I may gain followers out of that tweet. Because of this, Twitter has a 3.73 degree of separation. The personal feel of connecting with friends on social media and Twitter might not be as personal as we think. Social media sites are known to collect lots of information on their users, including contact information, cookie and browsing data, as well as even maybe some information from your direct messages. This can be prevented by using a Tor browser or even a VPN, but that could limit some of your functionality while using the social media platform. Going along with privacy is the politics of leaking. We have seen many newspapers, like the New Yorker and the Washington Post, which is owned by Jeff Bezos, implement this feature, which allows users to anonymously submit leaks that can lead to publications. This goes along with the idea of Bezos speaking about the integrity of news and not allowing the government to deter us from believing truthful news sources. Twitter can implement the secure drop feature to allow users to submit leaks that can lead to news stories on the Explore page. Pertaining to Kerry Washington's interview and her talking about how celebrities use Twitter, I think it is smart for celebrities to maintain their own persona on social media and hide their social life, but it is important for them to promote any social causes they are passionate about. You see an example here that Leonardo DiCaprio supports to help save the environment. We also see certain celebrities voicing their political opinions, and it is pretty obvious that J.K. Rowling is not a fan of Donald Trump. We do also see the idea that Twitter can influence our viewing and acceptance of pop culture, as many of the TV shows that people watch are influenced by Twitter, and the activity on Twitter does increase their viewing experience, as Twitter marketing did put out a study, survey that they took from superfans of people who watch more than 3 hours of TV a day. Speaking about the future of work and the impact Twitter can have on it, I think it's no secret that the social media giant when it comes to work is LinkedIn to connect business professionals, but I believe that Twitter can be used to help users either connect with coworkers or learn about certain trends in the industry by following hashtags or informational accounts of their industry or their information needs. Now, we do see people get a distraction from social media at work, but there is also an increase in productivity. When looking at Pew reports, I decided to pull from a couple because I believe that many were relevant to Twitter. One interesting stat I found that 36% of all millennial age range people are on Twitter, which is the largest percentage of any age group, so it is an easy place to reach millennials for advertising. In addition, 62% of Americans get their news from social media, so there is opportunity here for Twitter to become an actual news source, not just a social media site, by increasing their coverage of live events and providing a secure drop feature to provide leaking news stories. In addition, Twitter is a medium for sharing ideas in politics. Many people, up to 40%, have admitted to sharing some sort of political ideas on Twitter, and they believe that 40% of people and posts that they see on social media provide a mix of beliefs different from their own. Related to the ideas of Sherry Turkle is whether or not Twitter is a good social media platform to replace boredom. I believe Twitter can be good and bad to replace boredom. One bad way is aimlessly scrolling through your newsfeed, not really looking for anything productive to do. On the other hand, if you do go to Twitter in a case of boredom to find information you might need or connect to people you haven't seen in a while, that's a productive use of boredom. Also, Twitter can either strengthen or weaken relationships. It can weaken relationships by distracting you from spending time with others when you are physically with them. On the other hand, you can find relatable content on Twitter and share it with someone when you are physically with them to strengthen that relationship. Speaking about new technologies and how they can affect Twitter, I'd like to start with artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is crucial for Twitter because it can help improve advertising on Twitter. It can track users' activity and be more predictive on the types of advertisements they need to be seeing on their newsfeed. We can also see Twitter users utilize the function of Twitter bots and machine learning, where you give the machine a set list of instructions and it builds upon those and creates content based on those set of instructions. So here we see a Twitter bot that is a parody account of Donald Trump. Although it is kind of sad that this seems like a real tweet that Trump would make, it is not. It is a parody account made by a Twitter bot. We can also see Twitter bots be utilized by news sources where they feed the machines this type of information on current events or what have you, and the machine can provide tweets and news stories based on the information given. Twitter can also utilize affective computing, as they can track users' facial expressions while they scroll through their newsfeed and pair that with artificial intelligence to see how they react to different tweets. After pairing this with artificial intelligence, they can create timelines based on a user's mood, and depending on the kind of mood the user is in, they can click on the newsfeed they want to see if they're happy, sad, want to be entertained, similar to how music apps have songs that can correlate with your mood. Drone technology does provide an opportunity for users to provide creative content with pictures and videos used by drones, but I think the real opportunity for Twitter is using drones to help broadcast the live events that they do, whether it is a sporting event, getting an overhead shot of a stadium with a drone, or even current events, maybe using a drone overhead a city that may have a current event or breaking news story going on. Speaking about the future of gaming and how it correlates with Twitter, I think Twitter can implement gaming into their advertisements by catering gaming ads towards gamers by using artificial intelligence like we talked about earlier, maybe even including demos of games on the advertisement, and even if you're wearing a virtual headset while you're scrolling through Twitter, you could use a virtual reality game demo. I also can see Twitter maybe providing a game platform that allows them to share their scores and challenge users to games like Facebook, but I don't know if that would fit their model. Relating to book reports, I would like to relate Twitter to the book I read, The Internet Galaxy by Manuel Castos. I believe that Twitter can affect e-commerce in a way that we haven't seen before, where they can provide advertisements that link directly to websites like Amazon that have a buy button right on the tweet to streamline the buying process and not having a checkout line. So, as we see e-commerce fast and easy way to buy things, I think that it can become even more fast through a buy button on Twitter ads. To sum up, I would like to agree with the ideas of Lee Ranney in his book Networked, with the idea that people can use social media not to become isolated, but to expand upon their knowledge and to broaden their horizons. I think Twitter provides an opportunity to connect with people that we may not connect with because of the retweet function, and following and learning about things that we may not know because of the hashtag and explore pages. So it gives us an opportunity to grow and learn and not become a product of our environment around us.